Welcome back to the Creeper World Grab Bag. Strategic Sage here. We're going to do a Creeper World 2 mission. I was on the fence between Creeper World 2 or Particle Fleet for my next one. And there was a comment of somebody who wanted to see more Creeper World 2 custom. So here we are. This is Even More Rooms by Chaz. And this is a gauntlet type of mission. Chaz did a whole bunch of rooms missions for Creeper World 2. He was sort of that was just his shtick, the type of thing that he worked on. We're getting the reactors first here. And just to let you know, we're going to be here for a while on this one. The record time is over 45 minutes. There's only a handful under an hour. And of the 600 and some recorded scores on this map, none of them, or the average one rather, is 3 hours, a little bit more, I'm going to estimate, based on what I saw of the leaderboard. So, yeah. And moving this down here will give us less ore from these later, but I can use this up here for energy at the moment, which is what I want. I've got a little behind here. What I want to do is build up reactors as quickly as I reasonably can. And I think we'll take a moment to grab that now, get that out of the way. So we have reactors and blasters at the beginning and nothing else. We'll grab those Teknites. We're going to open this up and start with some blasters. We want to build up a decent amount of these. Oh shoot, I overbuilt. So now I'm in deficit. We'll just hold on here. But these are very linear. Linear is the word. You want to finish one room, and then you go on to the next one. There we go. Now we're starting to get a little more energy. So it's, of course, a balancing act in how much we want to build. Let's go ahead and move one of these down here. And you here. And our first thing is to use the blasters, take out these moving blocks of creeper, and get to the beacon. Of course, with our starting area, there's only so much energy we can use because there's only so many reactors. So I want to get cannons up a little bit more than what we have. Blasters, excuse me. And then once I've done that, I think I want to get 10 of them. Then we will start moving in more. And you can see we're knocking that down some. Okay, we're probably good enough. And then we can throw a couple more of those up. Drop you down there. Grab another one here. And so on and so forth. As a matter of fact, we probably just want to do this. Just build one of these at a time while we're firing away. Because we are in deficit. But getting more energy is going to be fruitful more than anything else. Okay, let's just sort of slide off of this top row. And we'll grab more reactor space. There we go. Now we have energy to spare at the moment. And let's see. That looks about right. Okay, we're going to want to grab that beacon as soon as possible. Let's build reactors along the side. There we are. There's our beacon. And we'll throw that up here. And we've got more of those blocks down there, but we can't do anything about those just yet. We probably can afford to throw up... Whoa, what, I lost the beacon? Let's put it back up then. I think I probably had just a tiny bit more creeper there that knocked it out or something. I don't want to go too crazy. I don't think I can support very many more beacons than that. Okay. or blasters rather. I'm going to say the right words eventually here. But now that we're down here, let's go ahead and eliminate all of this. Let's get you down in the fight. Get some of these down a little bit closer. And we seem to be roughly using as much energy as we're spewing out. So I probably want to get perhaps a couple more of those. Let's open this up. And then, of course, we're just going to add more. That might have been a little bit overbuilding. No, it wasn't. Okay. There we go. And I like to leave this one space in the middle, or one space on each side rather, and just sort of fill in a 3x3 area with cannons. As much as we'd like to upgrade range and all of those things, we can't really do that yet, which means it's very limited what we can do here to sort of force the issue. But I am going to... Let's see, we'll throw up a few more blasters. And after you just sort of pound away at this for a little while, you can try and throw down some more in here. And they're going to take damage, but they also will fire more and clear this out. And I don't know if we're going to be effective with this or not. I think we are. I think those are going to survive. Maybe. Oh, no, that one probably won't. Yep, that's gone. Let's get rid of you. Let's pull one in here. One in here. One there. And one there. And then throw up maybe 3 more blasters. Because I don't want to throw up so many at a time that I'm stalling out my energy. Yep, lost the ones on the side, but we've got these in place. So let's put more in. And see, gradually we're getting more and more blasters operational down in this room without having to get destroyed by the creeper. So we definitely are going to want to move in as much as we can. Let's grab a few more on the side. I think we can come in there. And sort of in this early part of the level, I think it's useful to have enough that you can fill in wall to wall on the sides. I think we actually are at that point now. So once we clear this out a bit more, I'm actually going to turn the sound down even more than it already is because of, well, just get it right there at a minimal level. And that's just because of the constant firing that we're going to run into here. So let's move in. Okay, we're going to need another beacon before I do much of anything else. Let's throw it there. And then I just sort of want to leapfrog downwards. And we can probably go down a little bit further over here. There we go. There's our beacon up. Now let's get all of you in place. We're just going to push this down. Now in this particular room, it's much denser at the bottom than the top. There's creeper fields all over the place, but it's 500,000 at the bottom. And so we just want to slide in here. And there. We're side to side. I think I have the right amount of blasters that I'm going to want. Now we're really pushing aside the creeper quite effectively. can't build a lot of reactors while all of this is going on. It's probably most effective just to get rid of, now that we have that nullifier, just to get rid of the emitter anyway. And once the emitter's gone, we'll stop using as much energy, and then we can move on with our life. So this is the third room of many, of a constantly escalating battle. There was a beacon room, and then there was this nullifier room. And this thing, by the way, 100k every 0.03 seconds. Our first emitter to deal with, of which there will be many. Probably, yeah, I don't want to quite open that up yet. I want to wait till we knock this out. And for some reason, it feels like we're taking a while to build this nullifier. But now it's finally going. Yay. Okay, let's everybody crowd around that. We still only have blasters. We're going to open this up. We're going to want to grab that eventually. And then we're also going to want to build more reactors while we do this. I'll just spam them all. And now we've got all of those drones coming at us, and they have a payload, but they're not too terribly horrible. Now, the interesting thing about this little situation is that there's only so many blasters we can get in on the fight. We can't move them down in there. They would run out of ammo very quickly because the supply packets can't get through. We can't build micro rifts. So we just kind of have to stay here and fire and fire and fire and fire and wait. And this is the kind of thing where I just think this level is this mission has some areas that are really good and has some that are just too much of a grind. And I think this is one of those parts because there's no way. Oh, I didn't use my limited tech. I'm going to do an energy storage and a packet speed, but I can't use that to upgrade firing rate or anything. We don't have enough. So, and you can see we're going to get launchers down here eventually. But until we blast away the creeper that's here, and now we're pretty close, so now I'm going to just move in. But until that happens, you have issues. Now, the other thing is, you can't really build a beacon down here because you may have noticed, yeah, this thing flying around, I can't use a nullifier, I can't really put a beacon in the room. So I will do the next best thing and throw a beacon there. And then just get every blaster I can in here. And we're going to build more, if I can get the button arranged. Throw some of them up. More reactors, of course, there we go. So now, we simply want to, throw another one up. We want to activate as many blasters as we can. No, I don't want to do that. You stay where you are. And just get them down in here. And that little X thing will constantly fly all over. And we just want to be, you know, fairly centrally located with our blasters. And firing away at it with all of our might until it is no longer an issue. Of course, the drones pop out again every so often. Throw up a few more. And this is just ever so very exciting. Oh, now they're going to shoot at this, which I don't really want them to do. And now we're in deficit. Not a bad deficit, just a little bit of one. We've got most of it's gone now. There we go. So we're now going to nullify. And then also we want to move down here and eliminate the reactor, or the creeper preventing us from taking the reactor. And we're going to spam more reactors. And launcher, not reactor. I keep saying the wrong thing. Pretty sure you probably know what I meant, but that is a launcher. The reactor are the energy things that I'm building. So let's get down here, clear this out. There we go. And we're building more of these. Yay. I do not have room for a beacon, so let's throw it here. Okay, we can build launchers now. Fantastic. We're definitely going to do that. Waiting for that beacon to come online. We'll open this up. And this room I'm not a big fan of. Because unless there's something I'm just not seeing, and feel free to let me know if I'm being dumb here, there just is not a very good way to do it. It's even more of a grind than what I previously mentioned. So let's see. Let's get you there. I want to get the missiles down here where I can. Let's see. Missiles. Talking about the launchers. So I want to form my usual 3x3 grid. And then remove the rest of the blasters. Up further. Let's fill in this space with launchers. And you may notice here that because of this moving back and forth like this, it's like a laser light thing, a lot of the missiles don't even hit the creeper. And just, I don't know a better way to spam at it. Now, if we move blasters down in there, which I'll do eventually, and we're short on ammunition right now temporarily, but if we move down in here, all this moving back and forth and the creeper that's in there, that's going to prevent packets from getting through. And again, we still don't have micro rifts, so there's no good way to do this. Now, we are going to be able to start getting upgrades after we get in here, because you can see we've got the tech dome schematic. But right now, there's just... it's just waiting here. Like, it's just one of those, I can't find any intelligent way that seems useful to me to proceed. So this type of thing, you know, may be enjoyable to a lot of people. We got some good hits there, but it more annoys me than anything else. I think once we get it down a little bit more, I'm just going to spam move a bunch of blasters in there. Yeah, we might have a chance of surviving it now. Or it might also be way too soon. But I'm going to move them in. There we go. And I'm going to assume I'm going to lose them all. We're just going to rebuild these up here. They will take out a lot of creeper while they're in here. But they're also, you know, got the thing constantly moving back in and among them. And you can see we have a horrifying deficit now. That's not helping. Now we're starting to lose blasters, and they don't have hardly any ammunition in there either. A lot of the packets, you can see little sparks from. A lot of the packets are getting blown up on their entry in there, which is part of the reason why we're having an energy deficit. It's not the whole reason, but it's part of it because you just lose all those packets. They get destroyed. Starting to work our way out of the deficit, and there's not nearly as much in here. Let's get everybody up towards that side. We're going to want to grab you. We're going to want a beacon here. There we are. Okay. So we've cleared another room. Yay! Let's just move everybody in. And then I'm doing the same reorganization deal as I did before. I want launchers along the sides. Fire their missiles down into this room. There we go. It's opened up. And then blasters in the center. And then also, I haven't built the tech domes yet. I want to do that. So let's see, we're going to want to grab this and this. You can see we've got these blocks moving up and down. We have all this action happening on the side. And we've got now all that stuff out. So let's just move our blasters down in. And we only get 3 tech domes. That's all we are going to be able to use. So we're definitely going to do those. And of course, our first order of business is simply to increase the effectiveness of the tech domes, to cycle up our advances more quickly. Meanwhile, we're going to clear the path here. More of those. Another beacon. And there's not much left down here, except there is now a micro rift. Yay! So, down and down. We're almost to the bottom of the map. But of course, it's just this one section going up and down. We're just waiting for that beacon to activate. I think we're getting some ammo for it now. There we go. Okay, we'll go ahead and open that up at the same time. Let's get everybody in here. Spam more reactors. There's our microwave. Now a total of 5 it's going to give us. We'll put 1 right here. Then another one. We'll throw here for now. Okay. So, I'm going to do the same drill yet again. And I probably actually have a few too many blasters for my own good here. I end up constantly trying to get them out of the way. If we look at our emitters, we have a completely empty emitter that does nothing there. And these two are the 100k every 0.03 seconds variety. Then, of course, we've got these strings of wonderful creeper. And, you know, in the millions in terms of strength. Tech Knights are up to 12. We can get a firing rate boost at 15, I believe. So once we hit there, we're going to want to do that. Now, these are all infused, I think. Maybe these aren't. We'll find out. Go and clear them out. Oh yeah, yes they are. So each time each one goes, we get that lovely little explosion, but we also create more room for ourselves to get down in here. So there's a beneficial aspect to it as well. See if we can get away with there because of the pattern. And we don't gain that much by getting rid of the nullifier, but I'd still like to make it go away. I think I will throw up a beacon there, perhaps? Oh, not yet, I won't. Perhaps here. That's cleared off. Okay, let's get our firing rate. And actually, I wanted to boost the... I didn't want to do that. I wanted to boost the efficiency of the tech domes so that they increase firing rate and everything else faster. So I need 7 for the first one of those. I want to keep that in mind. Okay, so all of this is in place. We're going to want to get rid of all of these. See, this is just little more patches of creeper. And in some cases, it's better to go after the nullifiers first. I don't think we need to do that here. I don't think there's enough. Like, they're not producing enough of it that it really makes a huge difference. Oh, we lost our beacon. That's unfortunate. Let's move you down in here and you there. Just throw the beacon there. Okay. So we're going to boost our tech domes. 2 more boosts for them to go, and then we can really start hammering away. Hello. Oh yeah. They're having fun with our blasters now. Almost lost them. Did lose that one. And that one as well. Eventually our launchers will regain control of the situation. And we don't have any more of that terrain to clear out. And of course, with an obliteration objective, we have to destroy everything. So there's no just, you know, waiting and dealing with one part first and, you know, we can deal with things in the right order that we want, but we can't just bypass creeper that isn't a particularly big threat. We have to destroy it all. Go ahead and go there. Didn't mean to move all of them. Nonetheless, we're actually going to be able to get at some ore here. Look at all of these fun fellows. They're going to be up next. But this still has some pounding away to do. Okay. We're going to take that. And we're behind on spamming reactors. So let's definitely be doing that. That'll do for now. Okay. And yeah, need 14 for that. Okay, so we can have... we do some extra here. We're going to... there's a 2 square entryway, so I'm going to do 4 wide on my wonderful blaster formation. There we go. We'll get everybody else sorted on the sides. Hello. Oh, I thought we had enough blasters to deal with it. Clearly not. Some of our blasters lost in the rush. And those are some pretty fast drones as well. So let's move up. We should have enough to handle any of it now. And let's move in. And of course, this room has a combination threat because it isn't just the drones. You also have all these thick lines of creepers, some of them moving, some of them not. And like a lot of the rooms on this map, it's not one where there's a big emitter powering it. There's just a set amount in the room that you have to deal with once you crack it open. I feel like we have about the right amount of weapons for now. So let's see, let's start getting in here. A beacon about there would be reasonable. Tech dome efficiency, once we hit 21, we will have maxed that out. Let's slide you away. Just barely survived, but we did. There we go. Advance, advance, advance. Okay. So we're bombarding all of this fun stuff, just basically working it backwards. See if we can get away with another row on our blasters. eventually we'll need to nullify this gateway, and we can see our next exit is back up. Of course, we've done this for over half an hour now. I mean, you can see you would really need to master this level to do it in under an hour. Because we've gone down, but we still have to go all the way up and get over into this stuff, and there's the part around the outside. There is still a lot to be done. Looks like we might lose that launcher. Yep. Most of them were okay. That one was a bit too aggressive. Now there is room. Pushing them back. I'll leave that slot open because I want to put a nullifier there. I think we've got room now. Grab that. And we'll grab the repulsor. There's only 2 of them that you can build, and of course on these types of maps, if it lets you build something, you probably want it in place. Okay. And tech dome efficiency maxed. Now we can work on other things. But I want to set our repulsors over here. Because that way anything that comes through here now, this is an added sort of defensive mechanism. We will be able to do a much better job of holding it at bay. So, onward we go. We've gone all the way down and we're coming back up the map. In this next room. Okay. Our emitter is the same strength that we've been seeing. But there's, you know, obviously some fields that work with the creeper, and bad things probably going to happen once we let that go. Let's try to surround more with blasters here. Yep. It's definitely coming in here despite our best efforts. Not anymore. And we actually got the ore rigs. We can't actually do anything with them, but our repulsor almost got destroyed. Okay. One thing at a time. Repulsor here. Okay. And then I'm going to put up the ore rigs, let you have 8. We're only going to use 6. But we can't actually do anything with the ore yet anyway, so that's not of huge concern. Okay. So now we just sort of want to knock out all this stuff. And of course, you don't want to knock them out at once, but we won't be able to. As soon as we... There we go. I guess those didn't have any creeper in them. Thought they did. Then as it all spreads for this part of the cycle, we can destroy whatever we're able to. And let's see if we have enough time to get that up or not. Probably wouldn't hurt to boost packet speed again. Let's get a reactor efficiency and a beacon range. Why not? But I mostly want to work on my energy or the weapons at this point. We didn't get the nullifier, so we'll try it again after destroying a bunch more creeper. Let's just see how close we get. Over half built. Yep. Okay. Density in the corners, almost 100,000. Let's get those final blocks out of the way. This may or may not work. You can always build more of them just in case it doesn't. Yeah, okay. It wasn't a whole lot of fun, but they held it off. Now they're starting to get energy back. Let's move in. Because when it all shrinks back down to the middle, I want to be able to hit that just like we're doing there. Eventually, this thing's going to run out of gas. I think we're keeping it under control now. Bingo. Okay. Another room. Oh, that one's not ready yet. Okay. Forward. More reactors. Always more reactors. And we're about halfway to the maximum. Because you only send out up to 60 energy at once. That's simply a game engine limit. If you watched Black Temple quite some while back, when I played that level, we hit that limitation. But we're not there yet. We're not even to 40, so we've got some distance to go. Okay, let's clear out room for our repulsors. And I think we're ready for a range boost. Okay. No, no, no. Let's get all set up. And we want to crack into another room. I think we're okay just letting these pound that for now. Well, we're definitely going to need to take out all of these. See what wonderful surprises they're hiding, if any. Tried to come back in after us, but did not succeed. So no more creeper remaining on the outside. There we go. Now we're getting some lovely explosions. And because where we have our beacons, of course, we have to keep building beacons as we go along. Okay, so this is going to... yeah, it's going to rotate around. I just want to knock this out and see what's going to happen with this, because it's eventually going to push down this way. We'll be able to... yeah. Want to knock it out, and then it's going to try to come in here. So I don't want to move anything. There we go. Looks like just a tiny thing when it's concentrated like that. We actually lost a repulsor to it, though. Even while being pretty prepared. Yeah, it's still like a million or something in there. Okay, now... nope. Now we're going to move up in here and really go after it. Leave the repulsors where they are for now, though. Oh, well, there wasn't much left. Okay. Fine. So... set up our familiar formation again. The blaster part of it has gotten larger, but it's still the same basic idea. Almost ready for another firing rate increase. Yep, waiting for 30. Okay. Trying to come in, but the repulsor, I think, holding them off so far. We've got sort of this spinning fan concept going on. We'll need to build another beacon once we get in there. But for now... Well, for now, I need more reactors. Again. Alright, over 40 energy. Very nice. And even more firing rate, more explosions. We're probably doing well enough to make a move here. Let's see. Yeah, we're looking all right. Beautiful. And now we get a shield. We'll go ahead and beacon up there. And of course, if they give you something, you're probably going to need it. Repulsor forward. Second one there. Just want to get these all in through. Get them out of the way. Shield, only 10 of them. What I'm going to do is go like this. And then right behind that, we'll throw up another micro rift. And this way, if something bad happens, this will delay any problems that we have in dealing with it. Now, I should mention that in this level, it is very possible to lose all the way up to the very end. We're making fairly smooth progress here, but it can go sideways if you let it. Okay, so now let's fill in. This is definitely doing some rather zany things up there. And here we go. Wow. That was fast. Problem is, this is really... Okay. We did clear it out. But yeah, it just surged along the side there. And again, that's because of the creeper fields that were just pushing it along the edge. So all of that as well. But this is... Okay, this is millions and millions and millions. It's going to burst again. Yep. As it goes back, I think what I want to do is just get more launchers. There we go. Pounding that center. Still a few million. Yep. Gonna lose those launchers, I think. Okay. See if we can hold it this time. I think we're doing a pretty good job of it. Not a good enough one to do that. All right. Another room cleared. Oh, this one is... You get the maker here, but it sucks. It really sucks. I want to be fully prepared before I go in there. Okay. I don't think that's exactly where I wanted to place that. Now I do want to set up another group of shields. And let's see. We're close enough. Hopefully that increased range will help. Keep stacking up our launchers on the outside. Okay, so yeah, there's 20 million creeper that's about to come out of that. And we have not used our makers yet. Let's start off with those. Oh yeah, we get the makers from this room, so we can't do them yet. Okay. Yay, look at all that. Repulsor gone, we're dying, things are blowing up. Yay. Hope you enjoyed that, because you're going to see a lot of it. Although I think at this point, I do want to back those repulsors off by 1. Like so. And they're using the strongest beam they have. We just only have 2 of them. Okay. So we want to grab one of these on the side, which doesn't have... Yeah, they've got about as much. 10, 20 million. Okay, that went better. And part of it is just giving it more room in here. More room to just sort of do its thing. Expand and throw a fit and all of that. It doesn't have to explode directly into you if it has a couple other squares to use. So with each one of these you knock out, it gets that a little bit easier. And then, of course, we're going to have to get into these squares soon, which is all kinds of fun. When I was testing out this map, this part did not go as well. I got flushed back a couple rooms. It was not a lot of fun. Okay, so now we have to open these up. We can't go any further without doing it. Hang on to your hat. Because each of these squares, if we look at these over here, has like 30 million. So that's like 120 million plus whatever's in the one that you actually are removing. That's why that's not a great fun time. Okay, so now I'm going to want to eliminate, let's see, we'll go up to here. And of course, knocking out one will stop the rescuing of the others. And this is another one of those where, like, I get the point of the room, but it feels too much to me. It's just grind, 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 grind. I mean, I don't see why, like, these ones along the side, I don't think the room would be made any worse by just not having those emit creeper and saving you a bit of time. Actually, that one would be worth taking too. So away we go, and we've now been at this an hour. Are we done? Are we close to being done? We are not. We are progressing towards it, though. Let's see. Let's boost the movement speed. Maybe improve reactor efficiency again, and then I'll go back to get the final range upgrades. Range and firing, right? And now we're going to hammer out that, which is the last one we can do without untracking more of this. We'll go ahead and do that, and then we're going to grab this one. And we wait, and we wait, till it's all gone. Okay. Now, same thing around this side. Again, we want to clear out as much space as we can. Now, eventually, once this is all over, we will, of course, need to progress to the inner sanctum. But I think I want to clear out these first. Matter of fact, I think I will just mark all of that and these. This one. This one. Yeah, I don't see any reason not to. We're just going to surround that core. There we go. Suppose it wouldn't hurt. I mean, we might lose a few blasters this way, but give us a little better angle on it. This part over here is not going anywhere unless we get launchers up there, so yeah, let's do that. Let's go and do a full row. Pair of launchers on each side. I don't know if they'll be able to stay there. But it will clear out all of these in here that still have millions. At least the one on the right has millions. Okay. I think we've done enough here. We're going after it all. Here we go. Look at everything blow up. Oh my goodness, they're coming through. Yeah, there was just a little bit of creeper in there. In case you couldn't tell, we did it, but barely. Okay. So let's rebuild a lot of blasters. You can see still millions everywhere is the depth. And we lost some more as they surged back in. Let's rebuild more. Oh, look at our deficit. Isn't that deficit pretty? Now we're finally clearing it out. Alright, let's see if we can do this again. Matter of fact, I want to try to get a second row in here. Just push our way up. That was a nice burst, wasn't it? That maker was well guarded. And we just barely survived. See if we can protect that well enough to nullify. Boy, almost didn't. But we're... Blaster fire was just able to keep it away. Repulsor didn't hurt any either. So now we just clean up the mess. And build the 10 allotted makers. And not to repeat myself, but I just think it's excessive. Once you've blown up a few of these blocks, you know, the next 15 or so of them are just, are we there yet? There's always a game to be had in a speedrunning sense of, like, how efficiently can you do it, but in a just let's beat the level sense, not a super big fan. So I like to set these, like, there's all sorts of different creeper fields, etc., and I don't think, even with the amount of ore you get, that it's enough to make a huge difference. But I like to just move the makers up with me on this, and I don't think there's a necessarily, there might be like a really good place to use it that I haven't thought of, but if there is, I don't know what that spot or location is. Almost done with this room. 2 more blocks. Alright. Let's boost firing rate again. And then range will be next. In a little while. There's the last one. Okay, let's assume the formation. Now I think, yeah, we're down to 1 repulsor. Build the next one. And there's no reason to think it's going to get any easier. So let's go ahead and make sure that we are all set up. Makers up. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, 30 million. Is that all? You know, Since we had trouble with 20 million before. You might say, well, how much is enough? And I don't know that there is such a thing as enough. I'm going to build another row of each down here. Just in case everything gets annihilated. Throw another shield there. Maker, you will move out of the way so we can put another one here. Okay. So if this fails, then I'll know that, look, I tried and there wasn't really anything to be done. But opening this will let us attack that stuff on the sides once we deal with the what's about to happen. Howdy. Isn't this fun? I don't think we lost anything, though. Wow. I did not expect that. Now we're shooting up the sides. Okay, let's try another one. Oh, please. That only has 20 million. That's child's play. We do need another micro rift, though. And I don't think I want... Yeah, I don't need you anymore. I'm going to throw one more packet speed in before I get the final weapons range. Okay. Let's do this thing. Well, this room's going... we knocked out two of them at once, but this room's going surprisingly smoothly. Sure, the AC is not hurting at all, but our increased concentrated firepower is helping it as well. Now we can get to those final two. Well, one of them, I guess. Get the other one in a bit. Let's see, while all that is going on, let's spam some more reactors. This will put us over 50. Energy income, and oh, let's not have you down here. You decided to be faster to go through the micro rift. Okay. So this is going to get us close to our energy maximum. Very close indeed. Okay. Let's throw a beacon over there. All right. Down and up again, and now we go back to the right. So we have, well, we need to assemble around the entryway. We know we need to do that regardless of whatever else happens. So let's get our repulsors in place, and we're actually going to have to adjust them to angle sideways. Okay. I think we're going to benefit from that range boost here, but we don't quite have it yet. A few more Tech Knights are required. Yay! Let's definitely bring up all of you as well. And we're definitely starting to lag a bit here with the intensity of the combat. So, first of all, we have a pretty much non-existent emitter, but it's kind of in the way. So let's get rid of it. And then we've got this pattern around the edges. So I think what I want to do is take out just enough space, just enough of these blocks that we can get in and nullify. But of course, before we can do that, we have to eliminate enough of this. You know what, let's pull you back. Get some more... Because I don't think... This is looking like more of a launcher job than it is a blaster job. Almost there. Bingo. Increase our range. That'll help them. So these in here, 28k every 0.06 seconds. They're actually not that strong. Add them all up and they're decent, but we've been doing 100k every 0.03. Even all four of those together are only a little over half of that. So it's not the emitters, it's the stuff that's already out here. You see like 28 million. 29 million. It's the... You know, and my question is, how would you do this quickly? Seriously. You see, we're streaming like 60 energy. If you look at our energy thing. It's not like I'm not, like... It's not like I'm not committing enough of my economy to this scenario. Now, I do think I want to continue to throw more launchers at this. And less blasters. But even so, this is just... It's another part that just takes an oppressively long time to do. This here down to about, 20 million or so. So it is going down. It's just the constant staccato of it. And now we're in deficit. We're in deficit because all the launchers I have firing at this. You can see that part's ramping up. 15 million. 16 million there. 10 million. Okay, so it is steadily going down. Perhaps there'd be less of it if we had gotten here somewhat sooner. But there's still an insane amount, no matter how you slice it. So what I do want to do eventually, when we get there, knock those two out. Because of the pattern of this, if it gets sucked back into these lines, then we should be able to start doing some nullification. But until then, we wait. Okay, just a few million now. Okay, now I think I want to be able to clear this path again. So I'm going to retreat. My launchers. And let's get blasters back up here. We got one of them. One block down, and now we clear out the mess. There we go. Now I want to see what it looks like when that's gone. And I like the look of it. I don't know, but I think I can just plant there. Bingo. Okay, that gives us 3 of the 4. Now let's make some more room. Take out those 2 sections. This one over here. This one. Let's just mark them all. And there is the one more emitter, but that's not gonna... It's not gonna do much. Still expending over 50 energy non-stop, so we're doing pretty well in terms of just using what we have available. Having trouble clearing the entrance again. And we're back up to several million. You know, I think I'm going to do something else here. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try it. I want to build not in the path, but just inside the path. Idea here is to get a micro rift in there. Supply a group that can stay inside. Mixed group, some blasters. There we go. Because I can still get ammunition even with craziness going on in here. Maxed out at 60 energy expended. Throw a couple more of those in there, and now we have conversion bombs. We've got 100 and some million density over here. Yeah, huge deficit, and we're expending the maximum. So when you go beyond the limits of the game's engine, I'm not sure that it's as helpful or useful. All depends on what you enjoy. But it limits your options in dealing with it. I mean, if you can't scale up any further. We did lose our nullifier, but we've got such a deficit here that I really don't feel like I should deal with that right now. La 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 la. This will eventually go away. And I will say, thankfully, some of the later areas don't take quite as long to clear. But this one, it's on the more annoying end of things for me. There's no question. You know, I wonder if I should be putting... The heck with it, let's put them in here and see what happens. See how slowly they're moving? Because the game is lagging. Like crazy. Get you. Come on. Get you out of there. Almost lost it. Didn't quite. Okay. Now let's nullify here. And once all this creeper goes away, we're actually going to get our energy back. I'm just going to boost reactor efficiency one more time so that... There we go. Now we are over the maximum that we are even allowed to do anything with. Okay. Alright. Now this is too close there, so I'm now going to deactivate it. I don't want any of these drones to be able to use it. And it's time to get set up once more. Let's move you up there. Looks like we need another beacon, perhaps. Let's also move forward some of our shields, I think. Let's... We don't need these way back here. Aim downwards. Now, I do think we're definitely going to want to use those handy-dandy conversion bombs that we just acquired. But first things first. Looks like as soon as we open the door, they could be rushing in at us. So, yes, experimental. We have 5 available. Let's build them. Of course, we have lots more weapons to move in should we need them. We have max upgrades. These are how close? Yeah, good enough. Open sesame. Yeah, let's detonate these now. We're having trouble. Okay. They came in here. They caused significant damage. But we appear to have been successful. All right, let's move in. Nullify. Beacon up here. Beacon up here. And look at this. That's right. The dark beam cometh. But as ever, there are preparations to make before properly we can use it. Let's see. Repulsors in position. Let's pull all of you back. Rebuild conversion bombs in case we want those. Load up with the launchers. Now let's see, let's get a bunch of these that are sort of hanging out back here. Let's move them forward. And away we go. Open the door. Well. Yeah, that doesn't look fun. No, that's not fun at all. Didn't actually lose anything. Came really close. So what happens on this one is it spikes up this way. Because of this right here. So what I want to do... See if I can get away with throwing a beacon up here. We could take out like some of this stuff. I actually don't want to do that yet. Here it comes. Yeah, that's going to go away. Okay. Let's pull one of these away. Oh my, this is worse. Okay, that was a little worse. Okay, beacon. And I think I want to use the conversion bombs when they come back. Let's do this. Repulsor. Okay. Go there. And then there. Come on. I think I was too late. Yeah, I think I need the bombs in place ahead of time. Okay. Let's move you down there. Get another one up here ready to use later. And then see if we can nullify. Oh yeah, you can't nullify there because there's nothing to nullify. It's just all okay. I think we converted it all. I think we're just done here. Yeah. I was waiting for the next the next thing to do. Okay. So we've got all of this here to deal with. But if we're going to acquire these, we can make this very, very easy. Okay. So, we have experimental dark beam. Here, here, Beam direction down. Oh, yeah. That's not what I want. Destroy. There we go. Beam direction down. Let's see. Decrease unit cost. Packet speed. Energy storage. Move speed. So we're maxing out on all manner of things here. But I don't want to unleash these until these have actually been built. And yeah, let's go and activate that. Throw these down here just because. We're going to be cycling that up. And you know what? Let's throw all of you down in here also. Get some launchers closer. I think we're going to be able to convert this very acceptably. Arm. Arm. Okay. Oh, yeah, they blew up because they... Duh. I made them fly right through our dark beams. Detonate. Huh. Lost the dark beam. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, so that was not perfectly executed. But it was executed well enough. There we go. Only got one more to go. Really? There's that much that you can't handle it? Evacuate. Or don't. Okay. We're gonna be fine here. But, you know, if I'd have been a little less aggressive and taken out those chunks a little slower, we would have been much better. Would you clear out the stupid dark or creeper already? Okay. Build that, heading straight down. If we can build it in time, this will be a cakewalk. Arm. We didn't build it in time. God. No. Super. We had this. We had this, and I just self-destructed it. Okay. This is why we build backstops. We gotta fight our way back down there. But, you know, we can just... I want to do this eventually anyway. There we go. Can just build the dark beam up here. And once that's up, they're not going to be able to stop. Doesn't matter how strong it comes up here. The beam will just eliminate it. So, and that maybe I should have just backed off and done that initially. I don't know. There we go. Bingo. Now, the only issue with this, really, is I'm going to... It limits what you can do because... Let me disarm this briefly. The missiles won't fire through the beam. And you can't travel through the beam. Packets will go through the beam, though. There we go. So, arm. We're just going to work our way down. Beacon. And then I'm also going to fill one more room with reactors. Just to be on the safe side. Beacon here. There's one more thing still there. That's funny. But actually, if I beacon up on this side... Yeah, they're not going to be able to get through. I mean, they'll destroy the beacon, but so what? Yep, and then it's just going to wear itself out trying to go up against the beam. Alright, so we're going to clear that out, clear this out. And now what we're about to see is just the dark beam going to work. Let's throw another, for now, micro rift here. And we're going to destroy that one. This one is not needed either. Let's have you come up here. Now, we do still have to destroy all of this stuff down here. But it's all going to press its way in against where the beam is firing. So it's really just sort of a... I mean, maybe there's a better way, but just a wait and see thing. Let's get the mirror. There's no reason not to just excavate everything you possibly can. And I don't know if we can get away with it. We're going to try to nullify. Can't do it over there. We need a beacon. Okay, throw a beacon here. Yep, didn't get away with a nullifier there. We'll go for it next time. Of course, the trick being to get them up before the emitters fire again, because these emitters are in 30-second intervals. So we're not ready yet. Means we can't... Well, we can move in here. We just need to... beacon up there. I think I do want... Yeah, these are on the wrong side of the beam. So I'm just going to destroy them all. Because they're going to have trouble getting out of there anyway. Just have them clear out all of this mess. You know, the parts that aren't, you know, large quantities. And actually, we really need to get them. You know what? I'm going to stop this because what I want to do next is get the mirror. I think there's a little bit better way to do this. Got to wait for this to reduce, get the mirror, and then we're going to operate. Now, this is going to be clear all the way down there. And now we're taking this out. We're going to keep progressing down and just use the mirror. Much more extensive use of it in this level than any other one, including the actual finale of the game. Now, yep, that I didn't plan for, but we'll just do this right here. Oh, okay. So I'm not remembering all the patterns, but this is all going to go away. This is cleared out here, mostly. And we're still plowing through this. It does take a while to destroy the gateways and whatnot, but it will do it. A few more blocks. And there goes the gateway. So we're going to plow our way through this. And then deal with those drones as they come up. Now these drones are kind of fun. You can see 1,000 health, a billion creeper. And they're going to get worse. 500 health, 500 million creeper. So if you were not using the Dark Beam for this, that would be painful. Okay. As it is, it's not too bad. Let's get another beacon over here. And boost the range again. And move speed. And I don't know, packet speed. This is almost finished. These, yep, that's one of the 1 billion creeper ones. If you look at this stuff over here, 4,000, 400 million. I mean, that's just, it would take so long to destroy it. in any other way. Let's see what this particular gateway has for us. Oh, 2,500 and 2 billion creeper. Yuck. Okay, so now I want to knock out this gateway, and then we're definitely going to use the mirrors to get some things done. But we are eventually going to path all the way along here. Just not ready for it yet. Gotta wait for that gateway to gradually get eliminated. And there will be others that follow it. They do give us 6 mirrors, and I will eventually be using them all. Okay. So as soon as we knock this one out, we're going to do this. Bingo. Mirror in place. Put one there. Move this around. One there. And we're going to work on knocking out this gateway. But we're not going to get very far because of this. So we'll just rebuild. And eventually, this pattern will succeed, but it's going to take some time with the rebuilding of the mirrors every time they send out a drone. See how long they give us this time. Perhaps enough to knock this out. At least we'll get it close. Because they're not on the same timer. Almost there. We're going to make it. See how far we can get with this. I'm sure we'll see another drone pop out of here, but since we only have to deal with the one set of them now, should be much improved. Yep, there we go. And one more time. This should do it. Bink, bink, bink. Work our way down. Okay, so now I want to clean up the mess. Rotate you that way. And you know what? Let's just get rid of all of this. Yeah, okay, that's all gone. So we can get rid of these. And I want to clean up the mess here before we move on further into the level. So, nothing left up here, but we do have this room. This is a simple matter of building them, switching them side to side, and wiping out billions of creeper at a glance, basically. So a room that literally might have taken half an hour, something like that to clear by conventional methods, just simply goes away. And now we need to clear out this. Okay, so I want you now to switch orientations that way. We don't need these anymore. Don't need this. Don't need this. And now we're going to move along the path. Let's make sure we've cleared. Okay. So now we're just waiting for everything to happen. We're waiting for the packets to get down here. There's really not a whole lot we can do. Yeah, look at that. Speedy Gonzalez drones. We've got to clear this out. Boom, 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 boom. And there's nothing we could do here to speed this up at this point. I mean, that I know of, in any case. You simply have a situation where you've got to wait for the dark beam to cut through. I don't think we can get more than one dark beam here. So we can build more, but like using the mirrors to send multiple beams along the same path is not possible, because you'll get like, the second dark beam or mirror or whatever will get blown up. Point 3. There we go. Now I suppose I could put a rift like there. That would probably be good. And then let's wait for that rift to build. Just so it's a further along place. This is done. And now this is going to open. And we've still got 2 more mirrors. All right, that one's in place. Open this up, clear all the way up here, and then we have all of these fun things. 400 health, 750 million. So they're not even quite as bad as some of the ones that were down here, but the difference is there's so many of them. And along this pathway they come. Thankfully, the spawn rate of that gateway is not high enough to overwhelm the power of the beam. It appears that they're winning at first. They're moving down the beam. Because of the initial group that they have available. Now we start actually moving back up the other way as we get through that initial group, and we're now just hitting the ones that have gradually spawned. And now we can begin attacking the gateway itself. I think maybe we want a beacon over here. Let's just beacon up all of those places. So once this gateway goes down, we'll be in a better position. And we can start opening this up to get into the final area that we must conquer. Okay, let's see now. This goes straight over here. I think I don't need to use another mirror. I think I can just... Oh, that's going to surge out that way, so might not be able to get away with that. I think I do want to use another mirror here, at least at first. Come on. Clear out that gateway. Okay. No. You must put the gateway in the proper position so that you're not aiming the beam into a wall. There we go. Then I want to put a rift there. Now that we have this cut off. And this actually does nothing. So it's not going to hurt us to just eliminate that nothing. Let's go ahead and build conversion bombs. I wonder if they still explode properly if you send conversion bombs through the beam. That's an interesting question. I don't know if these are going to go in time before we have more havoc ensue. Looks like they are. Okay. So now we basically just want to, let's see, let's move one of you here, one of you here, one over here. And I want to eliminate whatever resistance I can or I need to. We'll build more when we need them. Not going to fit through there, though. So, detonate. Looks like we're getting this, and we're gradually, I'm going to build more. It's a little bit convoluted here in terms of how many I'm actually going to need. Yep, okay, we lost those because they burst again. Okay, let's build. See if we can get this up here. Yep, and then let's build. I'm not sure what, actually. We're controlling this side, so let's take that out. So we have enough AC here that I think we just want to. We'll probably lose these nullifiers, but then we, put more in place. Yep, this is going to eat through that. Yeah, another one. So let's have you detonate there. And you can detonate there. And then we just have to deal with these gateways, which unfortunately is easier said than done. Now these are 7,500 and 1.75 billion. This is 20,000 and 2. Yeah, so this is easier than this, and then this is like 70,000 and 2 billion. So, whoa, hold on, detonate. Detonate. Okay, so what are we missing here? Pretty much nothing. We've got all of those. All right, let's take that and this. Let's build more conversion bombs. I don't think there's a lot of point to that anymore. So you can go away. And I want to build another dark beam here, armed this way. You can come down here and convert those. You can come here. And I don't think we have anything else we need to do at this moment. I do want to get the final dark beam there. Oh. Yep, they're still streaming along here. Okay, we'll get over to this at some point. I want to open these up now. I want to do it one at a time because these are a little bit dangerous. aim, arm. And yeah, actually that'll eliminate this for me, so I won't even need to do that any other way. Here we go. Now the creeper coming out. Let's go ahead and go in there. Because what I want to do is prevent this from growing further. You can see that these dark beams are not going to fully do the job. Hold on, let's pause. Okay, that blew up anyway. That's fine. I just didn't want to lose. I didn't want to then be able to use that. There we go. That should help us out some. And now they've got to take their journey down here. And we're going to have some difficulty until they get back from that. Let's nullify here. Use whatever energy we can get there. Go and rebuild our rift. There's one. 7,000 HP drone. Let's see. Let's have more conversion bombs in place. Not sure which end, so we'll put them on both. You can see without the rift, this thing can't even get the energy. Like, the energy takes too long to travel to it. And we can't boost packet speed. It's just, you know, boost beacon range again. Add more things we don't need, but... Okay, I'm going to open this one up now. So, bigger payload and almost 3 times the HP. And then this is almost 3 times the strength as well, so... Yay! Away it goes. And that should eventually help clear that out. Once again, we lose that, which is just fine. We're going to let this drone go on its merry. Wait a minute, why is this not... Oh, we lost the mirror here, and I didn't realize. Okay, that's a big mistake, because now it's going to not be firing up this way. I didn't realize that we had lost that. Now it is. It's only going to hit it for part of the journey. Okay. Forgot to do my business here. And of course, I don't want to let all of these out at once, because they will be traveling across the whole path of the beam and not getting hit. So you just got to hit one of them at a time. And this one is, okay, it's about 1/3 of the way down as it makes its journey down this long path. It's going to get past this mirror. The only thing is, I want to get it before, you know, it gets past the dark beam generator itself. As long as we do that, we're fine. And we have now eliminated that gateway. Let's see, how are you doing? You're back up. Okay. So all we have right now is this, which is, okay, it's over halfway. It will take this out probably somewhere around here. I think we can stop it before it gets to that rift. I hope we can. Down to just over a third. It's actually going to bypass it. It's not even trying to destroy it. Well, that's a gift. We don't have to rebuild that now. And yeah, it's gonna get past this. So we're just going to deactivate that rift. Make sure it can't use it. Yep, 3,000. And, oh, we don't have enough energy going up to this one. Okay. That's a mistake. Micro rift behind the beam. Yep, now it's going up here and not getting hit. It's getting hit again at this point, 1,000. It will run into all of these blasters, but that was definitely a flaw. Need to have a micro rift by the dark beams. And the blasters, compared to the beam, do infinitesimal damage to them. There we go. Okay, so now micro rift there. We're going to rebuild the path. Nope. There we go. Okie dokie. Let's crack open the final bit. And then with this one, just to make sure we can handle it, we are just going to fill rooms of blasters. There we go. Yes, 70. How superb. Okay, we're going to nullify that so that all they will have is this thing. And then when it gets over here, we're going to want to deactivate this rift. Yep. Okay, now I do want build another dark beam. Not there. Here. Arm. It's going to shoot through all my reactors. I don't care. Mirror here. Mirror here. And the idea is it has to keep wandering, even if it gets by this, which it probably will. It has to keep wandering into the path. And, oh, no, I don't want to do that. Okay. Deactivate. Blew up my nullifier. It's only going to let one of these be alive at once, so we just have to destroy it at some point. We're fine. Okay. So you are at what? Yeah, you're just starting to take damage. We do not have any more mirrors available, so we're going to do blasters. So literally the end game here is, can you destroy a single drone? Normally that would be laughable. The answer would of course be yes. In this case, it is not a laughable scenario. And here it comes. Why is it not getting... Oh, I'm shooting out so much energy, I'm not getting energy to my Dark Beam because I'm an idiot. So we're just going to stop. No rift there anymore. I can't think of anything else that we haven't destroyed in little bits of creeper. There we go. So you now angle that way. And here. There we go. So the Dark Beam now travels the entire path. Also means I'll need to power one of them now. Oh, it's hanging out down here. How nice of it to give me more time. It's down to less than 30,000. Now it's going to move up. And now we're going to fire. We're not going to do much, comparatively, but we're going to fire. And now it's draining our energy. So this might actually end up being a net negative if it stops the beam from firing. Yeah. It's going to. So I probably literally should not have this many blasters. So we're down to 20,000. They are helping take it down. The thing is, until they get past the, blasters here, I don't think I can even power the beam for long. Well, that's not going to do any good. We'll just wait. Where are we at now? Yeah, the blasters are knocking it down. I don't know if they will actually destroy it, though. They might get close. 7,000. $4,000. So it's only a small fraction of its original strength. Of course, very interesting things are going to happen when it blows. There goes the beam again. Oh, briefly. There it is on again. There we go. And it actually didn't explode all over. I thought the blast might have time to spread. But we've missed something. What did we not destroy? Because the mission has not ended. Where is there more creeper? Oh, there's that tiny bit there. Okay. Activate Rift. Actually, no. I'm not going to Rift it. I'm just going to throw some dark mirrors up here. So, you, this way, activate, and it's very easy to miss. Tiny little things here. And victory! In a mere 2.5 hours, which, believe it or not, is a well below average time for this level. So what do you think? Do you like this kind of chaos, or do you find it a boring slog? I err on the boring slog side of things, but it is kind of interesting. In any case, I do think I will return to Creeper World 3 with the next episode. But until then, thanks for watching, everybody. More Creeper World coming up soon.